Today, let's dive into a Gambian folktale that feels as ancient and powerful as the river it's about, the story of Abdu Mali Fala, also known as the Hippo Killer. And right away, you can just feel the weight of this story. This isn't just some hunting tale. It's about one person becoming the only thing standing between his community's way of life and total chaos.
So, who was this hero? Let's get to know the man behind that incredible title. Our story kicks off in a village called Nyamia Dankunku, a place where life is completely woven into the rhythm of the river. And that's where we meet our guy, Abdu Saidi Khan. He's not a legend yet, just a hunter, known for being strong and, well, pretty quiet.
But yeah, the people in his village, they had another name for him, a name that was earned, not just given. Abdu Mali Fa'ala. It means Abdu the Hippo Killer. I mean, that name alone tells you everything about the kind of danger he was willing to face.
You know how it goes. Every great hero needs a great villain. And in this story, the bad guy wasn't a person. It was a beast that turned their source of life, the river, into a place of absolute terror.
It all started when this one enormous, super aggressive hippo just decided the river belonged to it. And just like that, the peaceful balance between the villagers and the water they relied on was completely shattered.
And the chaos was immediate and vicious. First, it was the fishermen's canoes, just getting tossed around like they were little toys.
Then, their fishing nets were just shredded, totally useless.
And finally, entire boats were just dragged right under the surface. The river, which once fed them, was now a place ruled by fear.
Now, while the village elders were whispering about some angry river spirit, Abdu saw it with a hunter's eyes. His take wasn't about fear, it was just practical. He knew it was just an animal, and animals bleed. So with the entire village basically paralyzed by fear, you know who the responsibility falls on, right? The one guy who wasn't afraid. It was time for the Hippo Killer to live up to his name.
And get this, when the village chief actually begged him not to go, not to risk his life, this was his answer. See, he wasn't doing this for fame or glory. For him, it was a profound sense of duty. The river was for everyone, and he saw it as his personal job to restore the peace.
And you can tell how seriously he took this, because his preparation was more like a sacred ritual than just getting ready for a hunt. He was blending the physical world with the spiritual, showing just how huge this task really was.
And check out his tools. Each one represents a different kind of strength. The heavy iron spear, that's his physical power. The leather charm belt from his grandfather, that connects him to his ancestors, to their wisdom. And the sacred sand, that's his spiritual fortitude. He was going into this battle armed on every possible front.
So, preparations complete, Abdu wades into the darkness, right into the monster's home turf. This is it, the climax of the legend. And he doesn't just wait for the beast to show up. No way. He goes waist deep into the murky water and calls it out himself. This isn't just a hunt anymore, it's a duel. He's challenging the River King on his own terms. This really sums up the whole conflict, doesn't it? It was this raw, primal struggle that raged all night. A battle of Abdu's focused human will against the hippo's pure, untamed fury. What a simple but chilling description of just how brutal this fight was. The lifeblood of the river, the man, and the beast, all mingling in the dark water.
And then, as the sun came up, the battle was over. The hippo was gone. Abdu had faced the fury of the river and came out victorious, cementing his legend forever.
But wait, because the story doesn't actually end with the kill. The true meaning of Abdu's heroism is found not just in his victory, but in what he did afterwards.
Of course, the village celebrated him as a true hero. Peace was restored. Fishermen went back to the water, the canoes were safe again, and the name Abdu Mali Fala was now spoken with total awe.
But here's the secret part of his victory. This private ritual. It reveals his true character. See, he wasn't some conqueror who loved destruction. He was a peacekeeper, working to maintain the very balance he had fought so hard to restore.
And that really gets to the heart of this whole tale. His goal was never to dominate nature, but to restore harmony within it. Courage, this story tells us, isn't about seeking fame, but about shouldering the responsibility to protect your community.
You know, in a world that so often celebrates the loudest and most glorious, this old folktale asks us to think about a different kind of heroism, one that's rooted in quiet duty, in balance, and in the courage to fight for peace.
So what does that look like today?